After a thorough examination, I have concluded not only are you ugly, you're a schmuck.
Speaking wizard, tagging Fox. People probably think we're so done with that. Schmucks, we are back, and we just recorded a video talking about how excited we are that we're going to GenCon. GenCon 2023 is in 1 week.
Yeah, what is today?
Today is the 27th.
And it's Thursday. We are leaving Wednesday night.
So we are creeping up on...
The countdown is on. And speaking of countdowns...
That was... wow! Brian, that was... Did you just come with that right now? Off the dome? That was an exceptional transition.
Segue.
That was brilliant. I'm floored. I'm ruining the video because I'm so excited.
I was saying,
that was great. I'm sorry. I gotta stop.
We knew we were gonna do like professionals.
Countdown. We decided we're gonna get into the top 10 video games. So we are gonna do today for you our top 10 things we are excited about at GenCon 2023. Since you had such an incredible segue, Brian, why don't you start us off with our number 10?
Number
10.
Playing in events. We went last year, played in a couple. It's very fascinating. I mean, you get, obviously, guys from all over the country, other countries.
Yeah.
So, to really measure where you're at, skill-wise with the game, I mean, everyone's super cool. I've never played an event at any convention where my opponent was not super cool, friendly, talkative. I mean, it was great. But to really measure yourself skill-wise on a game, nothing beats these events that GenCon holds.
What did we say? We said 50,000 last year?
50,000.
GenCon last year, 50,000 people. And like we said, the coolest part about playing at events at GenCon is you play on the field of Lucas Oil Stadium where the Indianapolis Colts play. So you're in like a big stadium, you're on there, you're battling. You know, when I played last year, I played the My Hero trading card game. And I played in the event there. Yeah. Got a couple wins. I didn't do nothing to write home about. Got some promos. Had a super good time, though.
That's the great thing. You come in last. I mean, you're still taking home something.
Promos. Yeah, the promos are great.
They make it awesome. They make it worth it. They make it awesome.
Number 9. Number 9 for us on our top 10 GenCon is the Vendor Hall. The Vendor Hall is such a magical, just explosion of everything gaming you could want. If you want wild, strangely shaped, colorful dice, got them. You want any swag, t-shirt, character, got them. You need any gaming accessories, carrying case, very specific, very cool. Last year we even found vendors that were selling like old, kind of out-of-date, classic trading card games. You just run into some awesome, cool stuff.
That's what I wanted to bring up too, actually, because if you watch any of my other videos, you know that I was a Raw Deal player.
Yeah.
And there was a vendor there last year that had old Raw Deal. That game's been out out of print since 2007, I think. So, I mean,
for those of you not familiar, Raw Deal is a professional wrestling-based trading card game. And it is very cool. It is super fun. If you are a wrestling fan at all and have not engaged or encountered Raw Deal,
it's actually still carried on virtually. There's a group of guys that provide the files that you can print and make the card yourself, and it's still a huge community to this day. So I mean, it's a great game.
There are occasional nights where Brian and I just get together and it's like, we gotta play some Raw Deal. I would say every couple of months, Brian and I just sit down and jam a couple games of Raw Deal and play our favorite wrestler decks. And it's a very cool game because the way it's formulated, it feels like a wrestling match. You're discarding cards. When you run out of deck, you run out of energy, you're tired, and then you get defeated. You know, it does a very great job of
arsenal. Your deck is your life.
Yeah.
So as you draw cards, as you take damage, you're flipping off from your arsenal. So even every turn you draw a card, you're technically hurting yourself. It's a great game.
It's an exceptional game. We digress. So number 9, the Vendor Hall. If you're going to Gen Con, go to the Vendor Hall. Those are all small business owners. Those are all game creators. Those are people just like us out there doing it. So
don't check them out, right? Because the convention opens early. vendor hall is open to like 10, I think.
Yeah.
So you have these crowds of people around every entrance to the vendor hall.
Door
it's just
busting.
like doors just open.
Door
It's just
busting.
like, oh.
Yeah, and it's like, let's go
And
get
it's a
our
mad rush to your favorite.
let's go get our greedy goblin hands on our little trinkets of treasure. All right,
Number 8.
number 8.
The swag. Love the swag.
So much swag.
You can, you pick stuff from the vendor hall. There's people giving away. Last year there was a company that was, what was it? It was on the tip of my tongue.
I don't know which one.
They did the scavenger hunt, but you found all the clues. I think you scanned a QR code or something. You entered in a giveaway. They were giving away games and bags and that type of stuff. That stuff.
Yeah, it was. They made the Transformers D&D, and they made all the different D&D.
The
G.I. Joe
game,
yeah.
Transformers game.
I can't think of it either. But so yeah, and so that was cool. They sent us all over the con. You got to see the con. You were going and getting stamps. They were telling you about games, but then they had a bunch of really big auctions. They were giving away, D&D rule books for alternate D&D games. They were giving away box sets for games. But even then, we went in and they were giving away little game pieces and con exclusive parts for other games. I mean, some of these guys were giving away like one figurine to a game, that you could only get at the con.
Yep.
And then just going to GenCon itself, you go into the con, you get your, a lot of companies will put ads in like the, what's the directory? What am I thinking of? The program. Program. You get your program, and then I know last year there was in the back there was a coupon. If you went and found this vendor, you got a free cool GenCon custom 6-sided dice, and you could take your little coupon there. So the swag is that you leave with a bunch of swag. You're gonna leave with free cards, free promos, free stickers, free. My bag was just full last year. It was cool stuff.
I'm getting excited, man. Oof.
Number 7 on our list of top 10 things we are excited for at GenCon 2023: finding new games. Finding new games. It's almost a problem for us, Brian. Brian and I love learning new games.
If I was making my personal list, this might be a little higher.
Maybe higher.
Just because, man.
We had to we combined our lists. This is a combined list.
But yeah, man, like I said, that vendor hall is insane. And there's just a lot of games. They usually, a lot of Gen Cons is when the first time you can preview one. Last year was, at least one for us, was SoulForge
Fusion.
So that was out there first. It wasn't even released yet, but you're able to buy it, demo it.
And we went hard. We bought intro decks, base game, play mats. And they are cool. We play them. That is a good game. It is a fun game.
So I'm looking to get sucked into something.
Yeah.
Spend some money, right?
You come home and you got new stuff. You got games people never even heard of. Number 6. Sorcery contested realm.
I don't know what's going to be there. I know there's events going on. I couldn't get in any. But the game just recently came out. Took off like a rocket.
If you've been following our channel at all, you know because they are our highest viewed videos by a massive margin. They are they're basically our only videos getting views. You guys want to see sorcery stuff? Yeah. Me and Brian introducing ourselves? No. Sorcery, hundreds of views. Let's go.
But the game is phenomenal. One. Really, you only have it if you kickstarted it right now.
Yeah.
Or spent astronomical amounts of money.
Yeah, because it is hot
on eBay or something. But the game is really good. We did get our hands on some, but I don't know if they're going to be doing promos, anything outside of the events that I didn't get in. So
I'm almost even just excited to go watch people play it. See how it interacts, see how they play, see the decks they're playing. That's
see maybe how wrong we've been playing it.
Guilty. Oopsie.
Side story, we've done 2 or 3 gameplay videos on it.
Yeah.
And I'll go back and edit the videos, and I'm watching the gameplay, obviously. The amount of mistakes.
Yeah. Don't watch too close, guys. Okay, we don't claim to be rules lawyers. We are not pros.
But if you're watching us, you should know right off the get that we're Schmucks, right? It's the name of the channel, so
we're doing our best.
But yeah, Sorcery, great game. Excited for what's to come at GenCon.
Number 5, halfway. We're getting to the top 5. What?
I want to stop halfway. And just kind of plug it.
Sure. Hit it.
Right. So please like, follow, subscribe.
If you made it this far, please just like and subscribe. You're already in. You're in deep. You're watching. Yeah. You're paying enough attention. Follow us on our socials. Like and subscribe here. Hit the bell for the notifications. Also, please guys, check out our Patreon. Even $1. I mean, it helps us keep this channel. It helps us get new equipment. It helps us get new product, go to these conventions, and really just bring you guys the content you want to see.
Yeah, we love the support. It makes it all possible. And in turn, we try and bring it back to you. We do monthly giveaways. If you're on there, we give voting power.
Yeah, so if you guys want to see something and you want to tell us, hey, we want to see this,
get
on the Patreon.
There might be a game that we're even actively doing, but you're like, dude, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Right.
If you want to see me just completely butcher the rules of your favorite trading card game, and then Brian just beat me at it. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Sorry, back to the list.
Top 5.
Top 5. Number 5. This one was a big one for me. I don't know if Brian's as stoked as I am. I'm more of a trading card guy. I like the trading card games. A lot of hype around this one. Disney Lorcana. First Disney IP trading card game. I mean, from what I can understand, this will be the first time you can get your hands on Disney Lorcana.
Yeah, that was the last I heard, is that it was going to be there. I've heard rumblings, maybe not, but nothing official that I've heard.
We're crossing our fingers. It looks like a cool game.
But as close as it's out to release, if they're not there, selling it or doing something with it. I mean, I know there's events, obviously, which again, I didn't get in any.
And Disney, I mean, for those who've been following it, Disney is making big claims. I mean, they came right out and said they want to be in the rankings with Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering. They want. I think that there's been talks of an OP situation, an organized play situation. So I'll be interested to see what they do. I mean, if there's some gold foil hollow Mickey that you get at the con, I'm going to try to get my hands on it. I'm not even a big Disney fan, but I just think I have a feeling this is, and I might be wrong. I might be looking back at this video in a couple months and going, it wasn't that big of a deal. But I think a new Disney TCG might have some hype around it.
Normally, I'm not a huge card gamer, and the style, it's almost, I think, similar to Keyforge.
It's very similar to Keyforge.
So that was a little not me, but I love IPs. I mean, IPs can mean anything. Now, if we're talking Disney, I don't know, is that like a segue to maybe Marvel or
Star Wars? Because then I'm
out. I'm jumping in.
We're in. Yes. If Disney Lorcana starts getting Marvel and Star Wars expansions, you're going to be seeing some gameplay on the channel. 100%.
I think it's going to be massive based on collectability alone. So just collectors, I think, are going to get into it. Kids,
Disney fan base, kids. Another kid. It's a kids game. I mean, it's a kid-friendly game.
The target audience is so massive. I just think it's going to be.
Can't really miss.
So yeah, I'm excited. I am excited for it.
Number 4.
Meeting you guys.
Meeting all the schmucks out there. We are so excited to come to GenCon, and full disclosure, we're just going to be out there promoting ourselves. We're going to be out there trying to shake hands, get people to come to the channel, get people to watch the videos, get people to know our names, get people to know who we are. I want to meet people. I want to hear stories. I want to hang out.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll meet you, talk to you, find out what your favorite games are. I mean, you're gonna see us. He is dedicated himself to making sure that everyone in that convention knows.
Yeah. I'm gonna find you. I will find you.
I think this last statement was he's gonna have a huge sign.
I'd like to. Yeah, my goal is to get like a poster board with like the QR code on it to the YouTube channel. That's like, I think that would be a cool move. Just like have it like on my back or something, you know.
But we want to meet you all. We want to share this together because we love gaming. I know you guys love gaming, especially if you're watching. So let's share some stories, share some games. What are we at? Number 3. Ooh, top three. Here we go. Podium
position. Number 3. This is a good one for a couple reasons. This is promos and convention exclusives. For those of you who don't frequent conventions, a lot of times companies will make limited print runs of alternate art cards, alternate figurines, special editions that they only do at conventions. You see it a lot at like San Diego Comic-Con. They'll do specifically like San Diego Comic-Con action figures. And GenCon is, no slouch there either. I know last year the My Hero Academia trading card game, the Universes company was there. They had gold foil promo cards you could only get at GenCon. They had special edition play mats you could only get at GenCon. And you got them from everything from shopping at the vendor hall to playing in tournaments. So, and those things not only are super cool and fun and collectible, but sometimes end up being incredibly valuable. I mean, some of them are double and triple what you would pay for them or what you would have to buy to get them.
And I'm a Clicks guy. I love HeroClix.
Yeah, HeroClix always.
They always do a good job of putting out good convention-only exclusives. So I'm looking forward to those.
Yeah.
But many others too. I mean, they're going to be available.
Yeah, I mean, if Lorcana, if Sorcery, if,
Yeah.
they're the kind of things where, you just, sometimes you got to get up a little early and go hop in line, but, then you get something. It's commemorative. It's cool. You got this this is you could only get this at Gen Con.
Right. So it's almost it's got that. What's that word I'm looking for? That
like nostalgia, like that
like
feel.
Like
it's a memory.
Get you in the feels, man.
Yeah, right in the feels. Number two. We have it as chilling, but it's just hanging out with the guys or whoever you went down there with. After the convention, you're back at the hotel or Airbnb, you're playing the games maybe you bought there or the games that you're into, sharing all your stories and memories from the convention, just hanging out. It's one of the reasons. You're away from the wives and kids, maybe. Away from the job, away from the grind. I'm a big, I push hard for the Airbnb. Hey, if you like your hotel, cool. But for me, if we're going down like us, we're going down there with 6. There's 6 guys going down this week. So I want to hang out with all 6 of those guys. I want to stay up till 2 in the morning, playing the game we just got at the con, laughing, drinking Red Bulls, hanging out, listening to music, watching movies, doing whatever. That time to me is almost more valuable than the time at the con, because that's the memory. The memory is, hey man, remember when we were hanging out all night, we were chatting and talking and had a fire outside or sat there and played this new game and we had, and Brian won and it was cool. We had like a little mini tournament or whatever. The time with friends back at the Airbnb is priceless to me.
Unmatched, yeah. So that's the price of admission right there, man. It's worth it.
And then on the same note, ironically enough, our top 2 things from Gen Con that we're excited for at Gen Con 2023 are actually not at the convention themselves. And I know this is a little bit unconventional.
Well, yeah, it's not at the convention.
But it's part of the trip.
It is. And even what we just talked about. It's chilling, but it's the memories you're making around the convention and the games you played and the playing in events. Like, what cool story? Did you win the tournament? Did you come in last? Was there some cool play in the match that got you the win or narrow loss? It revolves around Gen Con, but not necessarily at the convention itself. But the number one thing we're excited for at Gen Con, and honestly just in general when we travel, is the food. We are both avid food guys, love eating, love going to a city that we're not from and just discovering all of the cool, local, awesome, dope cuisine
spots to just eat. Because that's what you do, right? When you go out of town, you gotta get involved in all the local flavor.
And I am a massive seafood fan.
Sure. Yes.
So I don't eat it a lot on my day-to-day. So I try to make a point at least that. So hopefully Indy's got some good seafood.
I'm sure we find some. Yeah. Little bit into my background. I was a chef for years. I went to culinary school, so food is a massive part of my life. So when I go to a new town, and I can find a new place that just has that thing. The food is great. It's something unique. It's something, you find those little city staples that maybe your hometown doesn't have. And it's just a common thing here. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, you got to go get this. That's what you got to do.
So let us know. There's a week before we're leaving.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, get in the comments. Let us know. Like I said,
where's the place to
go? A bomb seafood place. He, like I said, he's got the chef background. He just wants good
everything.
food.
Anything.
So
just where's hot?
We're from, I don't know if it's ever been said, but we're from Southeast Michigan.
Yeah.
So anything that they have and we haven't experienced, locally here, let us know because we want to try it. Definitely want to try it.
So that's it. That's our top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10 things we're stoked for GenCon 2023 edition. Let us know in the comments if you like these top 10 lists. I think this might be a thing we start doing. But hey, if you're at GenCon this year, come hang out. Come find us. Come hang out. We will be there. You will be able to find us.
Yep. And maybe we have something for you.
Maybe
you give us a little fox horns.
Give it to us.
Maybe you get a free gift.
Call us a schmuck and tell us how bad we are at sorcery. Have a good night. Later,
Bye,
guys.